peeps? Brony here with another episode of Minecraft here on the FlutterCraft server. Oh yeah! So, today we got a lot of stuff and things to get done. So, we're just going to get right into it. First off, we're going to be making some new armor. Some armor from, that's part of our, part of something else we're going to be doing today there as well. We're going to be getting into jetpacks today. Before we get into jetpacks, we're going to go into I call it the battle suit there, but it's the Flux Infused Armor set from Redstone Arsenal. So as you can see there, it takes these armor plating pieces, which is Flux Crystal, Flux Electrum Ingots, and Nuggets, and that will make one. Now, I already have all this already done, but to make the Flux Crystal, take diamond into the fluid transposer with some destabilized redstone, and that'll give you your Flux Crystal. It's the same thing with the Electrum. The only difference is you have to make it into the Electrum blend first. It won't do it any other way. I've tried that before. They're trying to put the ingot in there. It won't do it directly. But to get the ingots, come over to our induction smelter. A little bit of pyrotheum dust, which is coal dust, sulfur, redstone, blaze powder, which will give you 2. Put that in there, along with 2 of the Flux blend, and that will give you 2 ingots. Yep, just like that. Bam! Okay. So, come over here to the old crafting table here real quick. And, we'll make up all of those. So we go here, the helm. Here for the chest plate. For the pants. And for the boots. Now the special thing about this set is the durability is done up by RF charge. So that's where we have this little guy here, the energetic infuser. Go ahead and we'll put start putting those in there, and we'll get them all kinds of charged up there. Alright, so there's one. Put the boots in there. See, this is the problem there with the power setup, is the whole entire fact that it takes a lot of power there, well, beginning power anyway, to get things like this charged up. And just in case you people are wondering, these pieces are fully enchantable, just like with, normal armor. So if you wanted to throw like, protection 4, unbreaking 3, soulbound, stuff like that, we could do it. Okay, go ahead, we'll put that one in there. Now the chest plate we won't use very much, since we're going to be getting into jetpacks today there as well. But we'll go ahead and we'll take off the old diamond armor, and we'll throw that on. We'll take a look, see how it looks there. It's pretty cool looking. I like it. But the chest piece is used in the crafting for the tier 5 jetpack, which we won't get to today. because there's a little bit more involved crafting with that. But we will be getting up to the tier 4, as I stated in the down there for my last for the last video. If you haven't seen the last video, go check that out. Yeah, that's when we make all these machines. And as I said there, the magma crucible and the fluid transposer are already installed, which I'll show how to make those real quick. Come down to thermal expansion and the magma crucible, Redstone energy cell frame, which we've already seen how to make that, some nether brick, the machine frame, which we've already seen how to make those, some invar gears, and a redstone reception coil. Then the fluid transposer, glass, copper gears, redstone reception coil, machine frame, and a bucket. So this one's a lot easier than the magma crucible, but you know, not too bad there in terms of crafting. So we'll go ahead and we'll put away the diamond armor, since you know we have nice brand new shiny armor, and we'll get into some jetpacks. Come into this mod right here. Now this is tiered crafting, so you know, use the previous jetpack from the previous tier along with a few other things to make the next tier jetpack. So first of all, we're gonna have to make this leadstone jetpack, which for the flux capacitor, which you know, all this uses items from thermal expansion. So the crafting recipes there can be found either in here or in the thermal expansion mod. So we'll go ahead here. Now I do have a few of these crafted up already, but the reason why I have those crafted up because it requires the previous tier to go to the next tier of flux capacitor. So you know, I did those up in bulk there real quick just to save some time. We'll go ahead and we'll grab some lead. Let's see, what else do we need? Some copper, some sulfur, and then some redstone. And let's see now. There's my sulfur. There's my copper. There's my redstone. And just like that, one of those. Bam. Let's see, I'll also need the leather strap, which I got leather around here somewhere. Yep, right here. See how that takes 2 iron ingots. Then leather strap. Okay. And see here we have these thrusters. Now each tier will have 2 thrusters, so whatever you're making there, you're gonna have to make double up. So first of all, we'll take a look at the crafting recipe there. I already have quite a few of this. Quite a bit of this already done. And we can use the hardened flux stuff that we have there when we get to the tier 2 jetpack. Well, let's see now. We'll need some glass, which we have over here. We need some lead. And make up some yeah, we have enough. I get some leadstone flux dust here real quick. Then also we'll need the stuff for the steam dynamo, which is transmission coil, which is silver, redstone, copper gears, copper ingots, and that's some redstone. Oh, that's not it. Okay, we'll grab some copper. Grab a couple pieces of iron. As you can see, I just dirked right there a little bit. I already said there that you need to make double what you need for one there for both. I just made two. Yeah. So we go ahead. Oh, transmission coils. Yeah, there we go. Now we'll go here, go here. That makes two of those. And now we can make two of these. And then we can put the whole thing together. Redstone Jetpack. Alright. Now as you can see there, there's also armored versions. All the armor is down here. So to make the iron armor, we need iron and some tin. Go ahead, grab a little bit of iron right there. And let's see now, where's my tin at? Now, grab a little bit of tin right there. We'll go ahead and we'll make the iron armor plating. Just like that. Now, the iron armor plating, as you can see, we have different levels. We have bronze, invar, and enderium. Enderium is what we'll have there for the tier 4 jetpack. But each tier after this requires the type of material that it states and the previous tier of armor plating. So as you can see here with the bronze, we'll need 10 bronze plus the iron plating, and we'll put that in the induction smelter. Let's see now. We go to the next tier, which is the hardened jetpack, which is previous tier jetpack plus the hardened flux capacitors, invar, more invar, hardened flux duct, and the reactant dynamo. The reactant dynamo uses some bronze. So we already have some bronze already over here, ready to go. We'll go ahead and we'll just grab some more iron out of there real quick. There we go with those. And we'll also need the transmission coils. We'll need the reception coils. And luckily, since we still have a little bit of the leadstone, we can use that to make the heart. Which we'll also need some invar for that. So we'll come back over here. We'll make up the reactant dynamos. And then while we're here, you know, we should have a... No, we don't, actually. We ran out of some redstone. So we'll go ahead, we'll make some more of those. And then, right back to the recipe again. And there we go. Now you're probably wondering, well, Brody, how are you doing that? All I have to do, just hover over what I'm looking at and press R there on my keyboard, and that'll bring up the recipe to get what you pointed at. So you know, it's helpful. So we'll go ahead and we'll craft up these here hardened thrusters, and then we will need the hardened flux capacitor. This is the reason why I crafted up all these leadstones there real quick. Which do we have? Enough tin to do this? No, we don't. Actually, I should have, yes I do, block of tin. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll craft this little gem up right here. And then here, here, and here, 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 and here. Now sometimes there, as you notice there, I clicked it there and I have everything, and it didn't do what I wanted. That's because sometimes when you click on the item to craft on the shift question mark, sometimes it will pick up that these need to be filled with RF, but they don't need to be to do the shape crafting. So there we are with the tier 2 jetpack, and we'll come back over here. We'll grab another leadstone because we'll need the hardened flux capacitor to make the redstone. So I should go back to the hardened, click on this one, shift right click again, and the hardened is there. Now while we're doing all this crafting, we should be updating our armor plating. So as you can see there, that takes bronze, which is copper and tin. So we'll need 10 pieces there along with the iron armor plating to do up the bronze armor plating. So we already have 2 right there. Let's see now. Go ahead, we'll make sure there. So, that'll be A. Oh yeah, we have it right there. So we'll go ahead, we'll pop all this in here. We'll pop 2 of these in here. And then here and here. And that'll be ready to go for the next crafting set. So we'll come back into here, since we have our hardened. We need to go to the reinforced or redstone jetpack. So as you can see there, we started in with the electrum, but we'll go to the thrusters first. And as you can see, we're getting a little bit wild on what we need to be crafting. So we'll need redstone energy flux duct, which we actually have to put through the fluid transposer with redstone. But first we'll have to craft the empty version. Empty version, some electrum ingots, and then hardened glass. Or there's other versions there that you can use. Well, I already made up some hardened glass, which is pulverized obsidian, and then some lead. You can either use the pulverized lead, or you can use a lead ingot. There, just whatever you have on hand. But since I already made some up beforehand, I already made up some electrum there as well. We can make up a few of these. As you can see there, I made quite a bit because the resonant jetpack, which has resonant flux duct, uses the filled redstone energy flux duct in the crafting. So we'll go ahead here. We'll grab a little bit of redstone out here. Come over here. And we'll go ahead and we'll allow those to be filled. You know, a little bit of multitasking there. So along with that, we'll be making these magmatic dynamos, which which is invar, which we already know how to make, and we already have the redstone transmission coils already on us. We already have a little bit of invar already on us, but I already made up quite a bit more to do all this crafting. 3 and 4. That'll make us our 4 gears. And then that'll make us our 2 magmatic dynamos. Which, if you recall there, I use these along with some crucibles from X and Nihilo to make power when I was playing on the Creative Misfits modded Minecraft server, as you recall. So along with that, since that part of the crafting is done, we can also upgrade our armor plating while we're here. So as you can see, we have the bronze. We put that back in with 10 more pieces of invar, and that'll make up the invar armor plating. So we'll go back to our thruster here real quick. Now there's something you don't see every day. Destabilized redstone bucket. As you can see, I've already made 2 portable tanks, one with destabilized redstone and one with resin ender, which we will get to here after a bit, but we'll need this one first. So we'll go ahead and we'll come outside over here and we'll dump off this here water bucket, which I was using to get some obsidian there for all this, but I didn't have any at the time. We'll go grab one bucket of destabilized redstone. We'll grab these filled redstone energy flux ducts. Now, I already know for a fact that it will not allow me to shift click on the question mark because of the destabilized redstone bucket. Those won't stack. But we can just click on it and we can make one, which we get the bucket back. We'll grab some more redstone and then we'll click it again. We get the bucket back. So along with that, we have our hardened flux capacitor. We didn't make that to the redstone, which is electrum, redstone dust, and diamond, which rather rich on diamonds there at the moment, so it's all good. We'll go there, 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 and there. Then 2 of these, 1 of these, and the redstone flux capacitor is ours. 4 more pieces of electrum, our reinforced thrusters, and the hardened jetpack will cause us to have the tier 3. Alright. Now comes the fun part. The Resonant Jetpack. Which the Resonant Jetpack, you know, it's basically the same type of crafting, only the Enderium ingots throw a curve into it. Which, you know, we'll actually need to put these into the induction smelter, which we need to have Enderium blend, which is resonant ender bucket, along with pulverized shiny, silver, and then some tin. Now I know right now, old Chival's probably sitting there watching this. He's like, "Oh, Bernie, you need to do it the Ender IO way with the Enderium basic there, and then just use the Ender Pearl because you don't have to make the stabilized reds. You don't have to make the resonant ender bucket." Yes, I know, but you know, I'm only going with thermal expansion at the moment, so you know that's what I got to work with. Yes, I know. I know. Anyway, go ahead and first off, we'll have to make the Enderium blend, which already have all the pulverized items required for it. We'll go here, we'll go here, and go bucket, 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 bucket. Now I know I'm going overkill with this, but also there, if you recall, we have to make the Enderium armor plating there along with that. So the most we can get out of this, the better. We'll go ahead and we'll grab all that. We'll start cleaning out the old inventory here real quick. We'll get rid of some of these non-essentials here real quick. And if we need them there, we can come back to them. You know, it's not really that big of a deal. We'll go ahead and we'll grab some pyrotheum dust. We'll grab the Invar armor plating out of there real quick. And we'll allow that to cook. Now while that's cooking, we'll get into the innovation dynamo. Now if you use this dynamo there as a source of power, it requires redstone to run. But since we're using it in just some shape crafting, you know, and also I found there that this thing will eat through quite a bit of redstone. So I'll have to come back, I'll have to grab some electrum, we'll grab some iron. And you know what, instead of doing it like that, go ahead and we'll make this crafting just a little bit quicker. See how we need the last two of our transmission coils. We'll go here, here. Alright, what am I missing? Ah! Grant, that was the wrong one, but I am missing the redstone anyway. Oh, we'll come back over here, we'll grab the redstone. Come back over to here. And then we'll make two of these. And then two of those. And then our reception coils. And along with that, we'll also need 2 buckets of destabilized. Oh, oh, oh. Yep, almost messed up on that one, but that's okay. It's all right. I've got this, kind of. Oh, nope. Okay. I'll go ahead and we'll grab that destabilized redstone bucket. We'll put that in there. And along with that, since we're waiting on stuff and things to happen, go ahead and we'll uh, upgrade another redstone flux capacitor real quick. We'll need that, we'll need that. And let's see now. First we'll go with, oh, missing some things. A little bit of tin. Okay. First the hardened. Then we'll need another diamond. For the redstone version. And then we'll need a little bit of pyrotheum, which we've got. And there we go. Resonant flux capacitor. A little bit of our crafting already done. And also we have a little bit more endearing to work with, which is good. Now along with this, we also need the resonant flux duct, which we'll come over here. We'll grab these redstone energy versions. And we'll go ahead and we'll craft up a few of those. And yes, I know I did that crafting rather quick, but as you can see there, it take you can do one at a time, with redstone and endearing nuggets, or you can do 3 at a time with 3 redstone energy flux ducts, 3 pieces of redstone, and endearing ingot. You know, just whichever one you prefer. So now we have our resonant thrusters. So we need another bucket of destabilized redstone. And then 2 of these, 1 of these, a couple of these, and then our reinforced jetpack. Then we'll have our tier 4 resonant jetpack. And along with that, come back in here, put in our Invar armor plating, along with our endearing ingots. And we'll have endearing armor plating. So we'll add that to that. We have the armored version of the resonant jetpack. And go ahead, we'll get this thing. Oh yeah, yeah. So needless to say there, you know, the amount of RF needed there to fill this thing up there is, you know, rather extensive. But, you know, we'll go ahead and we'll give her about 1 million or so there, just you know, just to test it out there a little bit. That'll work. We'll go ahead and we'll put it on there. You know, it's all, you know, it's all nice and green there. You know, you got the old jetpack portion there on the back. You know, rather nice. Now, the reason why I already made the chest plate is because next episode we'll get into the Flux Infused Jetpack, which as you can see there, the crafting for that is rather real. So basically what we need to do, we'll need to make 2 more of the resonant thrusters, along with some glowstone elevation units, which, you know, quite a bit of crafting involved with that. And we'll also need some more fluxed armor plating. And we'll need some more fluxed armor plating there. We'll need the Flux Infused chest plate, which you've already gotten. Cryothium cooling units, which, you know, a little bit more crafting right there. And we'll also need this resonant flux pack, which is also armored. But, you know, there's quite a bit of crafting involved with that one there, especially that portion right there. So, you know, yeah, that, a little bit more mining, a little bit more mining. So we'll go ahead. Actually, we'll grab the steak there. We'll put everything else away here. And let's see now, before we begin here, go controls, and we'll come down to, you know, Simply Jetpacks. Okay, it's I for hover mode. Semicolon to open the GUI for it. So we'll go I. As you can see there, we're still floating down just a little bit. But, you know, it's nearly Creative Flight. Actually, it's a lot better than Creative Flight because it's a lot faster. Yeah, so now we can definitely do some getting around and find a place there to call our own there for you know, a major base build. You know, I usually like to have the jetpack involved there before I start trekking off there, you know, and large forays there and that type of thing. Come back over here. Go ahead and we'll land on top of the house here. And guys, that's gonna be it for this episode of Minecraft here on the FlutterCraft server. You know, right, that was a lot of crafting. Definitely a lot of crafting. You know, there's a lot of time beforehand there to prep for all that crafting. You know, there's a lot of hours involved there just to make what you see right here. But it's worth it. Definitely worth it. So anyway, guys, hope you liked the episode. Make sure, you know, do the normal thing there. Smash down the old thumbs up button. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. And as always, Keep calm. Burn you on. Ow. He